So we got started a little late because a lot of technical
Technical
issues
difficulties.
with connecting to YouTube. Thanks for joining. This is the So Good Gamecast. The first one was better, dang it. It's so cheesy, but I love it. Just to let you know who we have on the show today. We got me, your host, Ghost. We got Doc Gamer here with us today as well. We got
You.
we got Christy, Haha Poo. We got Shadow
Needless to
Fox.
say,
We also got Mike Witch Doctor. We're gonna get in.
Black magic.
We made some recent changes on the site. Our Facebook page will now be will lead to our Facebook group. We've had a lot of recent activity on it. A lot of people getting more active on it. We have our So Good Gaming Facebook group. Feel free to join. It's open, so you can post whatever you'd like. Let's address the first topic: PS4 Pro versus Scorpio.
Sony eliminated the Blu-ray drive. That alienated a lot of people. And Xbox kept it. And Sony's trying to push everybody into. The market was pretty much going to all digital. For people like me, I prefer to have my copies of my games. But they simply did it because they believe that's where the market is going. It's going to an all-digital market. So they're like, we're removing it to help you with that process, which I think is pretty dumb.
I think Alex had mentioned on the previous stream, or it was Dirty Bird, that a lot of it probably had to do with the price point. They really wanted to hit that $399 price point, and we still don't know what the price is going to be of the Scorpio. That's still unknown.
For Sony's, I'll tell you straight from the inside, dude, that it had nothing to do with the price. They can spin that any way they want. Because
really?
You really think it's going to cost anything right now to put a Blu-ray drive into anything? You can put one into a toaster for cheap right now. There's going to be Blu-ray based games, but you're not going to be able to watch movies on it.
okay, that's dumb.
Well, is that really a make or break for the two? Is that really going to be your decision whether you're going to get the Scorpio or the Pro? If you had to choose between the two.
It is going to be for some people.
I want to add something real quick here. I find it funny that people were ticked that when Xbox One was announced, they focused a lot on video and TV streaming and getting your TV stuff needs, and people hated them for it. And then Sony removes the Blu-ray video ability,
Okay,
and people
but
freak.
at the same time, Sony didn't have an extra HDMI input so that you could run your cable box through, so you could have a setup, which that seems excessive to me. Like, I don't use my PlayStation to watch TV. I'm sorry. There are people out there, and people are getting more to it because they don't like cable companies, but
Right.
I just don't comprehend all the extra steps to watch TV. You have to plug it into your Xbox, and you have to turn your Xbox on, and then this, and this to get it working. And it's just like, why not just have a standard cable box or don't go with cable at all?
Not just that, but also with the PS4 Pro, apparently there's only a 1.8 teraflop difference. Because I know teraflops basically equivalent how well the processing.
Where's Dirty?
Yeah, he'd be perfect for this. Dirty's actually at Life is Beautiful. It's an event. He's going to see like Mumford and Sons and all these people. The teraflops are essentially what rank a system, like graphical, just performance for gaming, essentially. So the more teraflops, the better. From what I hear, the PS4 Pro is like 4 point something teraflops. And
4.2, yeah.
4.2. It sounds like with the 1.8 difference, it's going to put them at 6 teraflops. That could be a huge difference.
Game changer. Yeah, I'm interested to see exactly what exclusives Microsoft is going to have now, if any. But they definitely have the capability of getting the upper hand, especially since they got the the performance peak compared to
No.
the Pro,
Mhm.
if they are able to get their hands on something to just make it stand out that will appeal to gamers, something exclusive to their platform, they can just pump and use that technology towards that exclusive. Yeah, they specifically said there isn't going to be exclusives for it. There's not going to be. There's really no incentive besides just better performance.
Mhm.
You know,
Well,
um,
but
and if you're satisfied with how your PS4 is performing now, great. But I think we're going to see a real huge difference when it comes to VR. If VR really takes off like they're
Huh?
hoping, Pro is going to be the way to go when it comes to VR.
Gotta remember though,
I
yeah,
think
I
there's going to
think
be a night and day difference with
the
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 original PS4 and the Pro PS4.
the cost of
yeah.
a development HoloLens may be super expensive, but when they release the actual thing, they might make it a much better price point. And if they use it in conjunction with the Xbox, that could be a huge game changer too. I did want to talk about how Nintendo with their NX.
Hmm. Oh yeah, NX.
What what's the deal with Nintendo? It's like they're an afterthought right now. Am I wrong?
No, not really. They haven't
Christy,
released like any specifications on anything that has to
They
do with
don't
their
have to,
console.
man, because they're like a ninja, right? And
well,
because when they're always there, they're quiet, and they're watching.
always
I kind of
watching.
wonder if they're not doing discs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was a rumor about that. They're going back to cartridges.
It won't be. I think it would be like a SD size card. I don't think it'd be a cartridge. But that's a
But
rumor,
that's
and
been
another
done.
rumor is that it's going to
I mean, don't
be
you remember the GameCube? GameCube had like what was
Hey,
it? What was
No.
that
Nick,
format?
Yeah.
Nick.
SD cards, not
Hey,
micro
I'm gonna have to go,
discs.
dude. There's an active shooter.
What?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
uh, Cascade Mall in Burlington. I'll catch up with you
Dang.
guys later.
All right, dude. Take care,
All
man.
right,
Be
man.
careful. As you can probably tell, um, Doc here is an EMS, so he's got when he's on call, he is on call.
That would be
But
so
what were
bad
you
in
saying,
real
Mike,
life.
about the?
Oh, another rumor is that it's gonna be like instead of a giant Wii pad, it's gonna be like a 3DS as the controller for it,
Oh, okay.
which would kind of make sense, and they'd make it more portable because the other one was just huge and clunky. Like it was nice, but it was just
Mhm.
huge and clunky. Um, but at the same time, if I wanted a 3DS, I would just buy a 3DS.
Does anybody think that it's going to incorporate heavily to mobile phones? Android,
Oh yes. Oh
Apple?
yes.
Especially with the
I
success
think
of
so too.
Pokemon Go, absolutely.
It
I
has
would
to,
not
right?
be surprised if it
Well,
was a console and the controller was your phone.
Yeah, Mario Run, it is, right? Is that what it's called?
yeah.
Yeah.
Run Mario Run or something like that. It's like breaking iOS records.
Is it ready to download yet? I was supposed to receive a notification.
No, but I mean just the notifications.
Oh. I was gonna be
Just to
like,
notify people that
crazy.
when it's done.
They are somewhat innovative when it comes to like, well, your controller has a screen now so that you can leave the room, or you can turn your TV off and play on your controller. But I can do that with my Vita on my PlayStation 4. So,
True, but you had to buy that separately.
true.
It's even confirmed that the NX is a console and not a mobile gaming system.
Nope.
True.
Because what if
That's
it
true.
what if it turns out to just be like a standalone, like a console, like a PS4? Do you think people would get disappointed because it wasn't this crazy weird thing like Nintendo typically does?
I don't think so if they actually like made the games good.
Because as a Nintendo gamer, I would be like, yes, normal.
Well, what I'm excited for is that NES that they're releasing November 10th.
Hmm.
$60 and you get all the Marios from Super Nintendo, Zelda, a whole bunch of stuff. Donkey Kong.
There's a developer that makes NES box app for Windows, like Windows 10 PC and mobile. they were trying to get it approved on the Xbox One, and it went past certification. But then when people made a big excitement about it, it got shut down super fast. Um, I would have freaking been ecstatic though. I'm like, okay, I could buy this thing for $60, or I can get a free emulator on my Xbox One and just friggin' upload all the ROMs I want and have access to every single game.
Oh, that would have
True,
been sweet.
but then the money wouldn't really be going to Nintendo.
Here's the problem though. How is it not okay to have it on an Xbox One, but it's okay to have it on a PC and a phone? Like,
Well,
emulators
I'm
are
pretty
just
sure
widely
emulators
accepted as fine, right? Everybody's like, nobody's suing anybody over an emulator, but it's as soon as you want to put it on a console, you're like, whoa, okay, this is too far.
Well, because
Direct
that's,
competition, I guess.
yeah, direct competition, and that's where a majority of their income comes from, is console gaming.
Okay, majority of their income is still coming from NES games and Super NES games. I highly doubt
Actually, yeah.
that. I don't know
That's
when's
just
the
the
last time
beginning,
I
though.
heard that.
That's just the beginning, because then they have the virtual console. I mean,
Well,
they want you to buy a Wii, or sorry, a Wii U.
yeah. Well, like, but even
Um,
not too long ago, they released all the Mario's remastered for, I think it was the Wii or the Wii U.
mhm.
Oh, wait.
I mean, it still makes some money.
Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about that. It just feels so like such a gimmick. I don't care if people buy it. That's on them. But for me, I'm just not a fan of buying something like that. If I want to do nostalgia, I'll buy the old one and struggle with trying to get the freaking cartridge to work. Because that's all part of nostalgia.
Asthma. You'll touch, tickle, and wiggle it, and try to get it to work.
Touch it, tickle it, wiggle it. As much as I don't care about getting a Nintendo,
Mhm.
I want them to succeed just for the fact that it's going to push their competitors to be better. Because right now it feels like it's just Xbox and PlayStation just kind of pushing along. Like, oh, we're just going to put in this new number. We have higher specs. We have this. Like, I want them to push the envelope.
Mhm.
And yeah, VR is going to be great for the PlayStation 4 and 4 Pro, and the HoloLens is great. What's next?
Yeah, exactly.
Something that not necessarily puts you in the game, but adds a piece to the game.
You are the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what consoles are going to do next. I mean, virtual reality will be cool, but I just see a lot of people going blind, having eye problems.
Going blind.
Well, no.
I can still see, barely. Anything we
That's
can
what happened
say about TGS Tokyo Game Show? Anything happen? Kind of a quiet one, I felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
It used to be that every conference had substance, like had some kind of exciting news, right? Like E3, obviously, and then, but like PAX was quiet, TGS is quiet, and I'm assuming E3 is not going to be that big of a deal anymore. I think it's because with all these companies starting their own conferences, Xbox doing their own thing, PlayStation doing their own thing, Nintendo's going to be doing their own thing.
Yeah, it used to be so, it just used to have so much more content, because this was like the time to show off everything. But now, like you said, that they all have their own conferences, it's like, they're saving it for that. It's like, we don't need to announce Last of Us 2 right now.
We all know it's coming, just show me. We are SoGood Gaming. Now, essentially what the site was started for is we wanted to get away from typical media outlets. If you want to read a press release about a release date for a video game, you're probably going to find it somewhere else. So why post about it? We want to post clear, authentic content with authentic opinions, not ones that are fabricated by other websites. At the end of the day, it's about our community. So the more you participate, the more you submit a SoGood spotlight, the bigger we are. And I appreciate the efforts everybody has put into it so far because we're starting to go pretty good. I have some offers coming our way that I might be able to bring up at a later time, but definitely want to thank all the support we have so far. And going forward, we just play games. Friday nights, Sunday nights, spontaneously throughout the week. We just like to play games together. And that's how this all started. Just want to thank you for joining us tonight. Again, follow us on Twitter at SoGood Gaming. Facebook, if you go to facebook.com/groups/SoGoodGaming, we have a group there. Feel free to join and participate. Again, SoGoodGaming.com. Thanks for all of your support, guys. Have a fantastic night.